Okay, to use the CityScoop app to post an article to your CityScoop blog, just open up the CityScoop app and click the Write button, W-R-I-T-E, down here in the bottom left. And what that's going to do is it's going to switch you over to your browser and log you into your CityScoop blog, and then basically click the Add New Post button. So it'll land you on a page where you can just start blogging or adding your content in. Once you land on the page, it looks a little wonky compared to desktop because there's a lot of information trying to fit on a smaller screen. But if you scroll down, you've got at the top your place to enter your title, and you've got a place to upload your media right here. Title at the top. The upload images or insert add media button is right there. Got all your normal buttons that you're used to, like bold, italics, underline, etc. And then in here's where you can enter in your content. And you can use your voice typing on your phone if you have it to get your content in a lot faster, and just even if it's just to get some of your ideas down and take notes for somebody else to come along or yourself to write it later, or with a little bit of practice, you can get to the point where you can write articles on your own right from your phone and publish it all from right here. So if we scroll down a little bit, one thing too, if you'll notice when you click into the text box to put your text in there and start typing, it makes it a little bit zoomed in, so you can just squeeze it and zoom back out a little bit, and it'll reset on the right dimensions there. Got your word count. And as we scroll down here, we've got our Divi post settings. We want to keep scrolling past this for now, but here's where you can save as a draft. You can go ahead and publish it. You can edit when it's going to publish. So if you publish immediately, that's how you schedule it right there, just like on desktop. Down here, we've got categories. If you keep scrolling, you always just pick one. If it's about a project, like a customer article, you'd always do recent projects, and anything else that's not a customer, about a specific customer or specific project that you were working on, then you would just put industry news. You can skip everything else, all these other boxes that are closed we don't need to do, but you do need to set the featured image. So first, we can put an image into this article because you need to put an image in as well as set the featured image. So I accidentally hit special character there. And I had to flip my screen, if you notice there, sideways to get to the close box. That's a little bit of the issue with mobile, but it still will work. We can come up to Add Media, and in the media library, we'll find the image that I had just uploaded in the previous video about cameras, about using the camera. And there's we'll find our image. You can scroll down and select the alignment, center, left, or right, and the size of it. Do all that with these drop downs. So I like to put images onto the right or the center because it'll wrap the text around it. So select right there, and then go ahead and click Insert into Post down there. Notice how it put the image in there. It's got the watermark logo over it, which I did with the camera function in the app. And so once your image is in there, you're good to go. It will wrap around your content. When you click on the image, you can select to left align it, center, or right align it, and the text will wrap around it. But once you've got the image and your content in there, you still need to come down and set the featured image. I'm going to go ahead and pick a category just because we need to do that as well. And then down here, you set the featured image just by clicking this little Set the Featured Image link. It'll open up your media library, select the same one, and then down here, Set Featured Image. So that puts it in the featured image area, and that's all the steps we need to do besides titling our article. All the better practices in how to title, as well as how to write these articles and how to develop a good structure, is all clearly outlined in our training materials and on our training webinars and in the basic training video. So please review that before you start publishing on mobile, because you need to know how to properly title your articles too, which is actually the most important spot of this process. That's where we spell out our keywords to the search engines so that people can find our articles looking for the products and services that we sell. It's how we connect with people. So please review that video if you haven't. Otherwise, if you are ready to publish your article, you can go ahead and publish it immediately with this button, or edit the right here next to the date and set a future date and then click publish, and that'll actually go into the scheduled mode. You can preview it up here, or you can just save it as a draft. And a lot of times you might want to just open up an article real quick, get some pictures in there that you took, and maybe use your voice to just get down some notes about the project, what you did, what it was, and so that you can remember it later or give it for somebody else to write. So that's it for how to write. Anytime you want to edit an article that you've written or access your drafts, you can do that just by clicking the right button in the app, which will take you over here to the internet, to this add new post page. And from here, you can, in the upper right, left-hand corner, you can click the navigation button, the 3 lines there, and that will bring you open this list where you can go to all posts, and then that will give you your list of posts. Once it loads up here, as you scroll down, you can see drafts and different article titles. You can click quick edit, and that'll allow you to change like the title right from here, or whether or not it was a certain category, and even if it's the status, is it a draft or a published. If you accidentally published it, you can come in here and change it from published back to draft and update, and it'll change it back to a draft. That happens sometimes. And then to access any article directly, you just click on the title of the article, and that will open it up and have all the content and images in there. Just like that, you can see. Be careful while I scroll. You can see information in there, and then I can click the back button, or I could always go back to the navigation item there and click all posts. It'll take me back to my list of articles.